Good evening, folks. This is Deb. It's been a long day. I don't want to take up a lot of your time, so I'll make this as clear and succinct as I can. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about Donald Trump's, what he calls his big, beautiful budget. Let's talk about that, okay? Just so you can understand exactly what this is all about. So, the budget he wants to pass would include cuts to Medicaid that would leave 8.6 million people without any insurance. 8.6 million people with no insurance. Okay. And these people would not even be allowed to purchase their own insurance through the Affordable Care Act exchange. So they're basically left high and dry with nothing. A lot of these people will be children as well. That's number one. They want to cut 290 billion from SNAP, which is food stamps. Okay? 62% of the households who would lose food stamps have children that rely on those benefits. And 20% of the households who would lose food stamps are veterans, include veterans who rely on those benefits. So taking food out of the mouths of children and Americans' veterans. This is what Donald Trump calls his big, beautiful budget. They want to cut $350 billion out of federal programs that make higher education more accessible and affordable to people. So why are they doing all of this? They're doing all of this so they can give a $68,000 tax cuts to every millionaire in the country and a $300,000 tax cut to households in the top 0.1%. So in other words, it's Robin Hood in reverse. They're stealing from the poor so they can give to the rich. They're stealing from you, the people, we, the people, so he can enrich the lives of people who don't need these tax cuts, essentially. And all along the way, he will explode the deficit by $4 trillion, which will again fall squarely on the backs of the American people. Just so everyone understands this, do you really believe that these are the kind of people we should have running this country? People who are supposed to be working for us to make our lives better. And instead of doing that, screwing us all over and making people miserable. People have come out and warned everybody that children will die as a result of this. Everybody needs to understand this. And I'm going to say something to you right now. If you are sitting on the fence about what to do in the midterms, if you don't know if you should vote for the Democrats because maybe in your mind they're not fighting hard enough, let me remind you of something. They have never done this. They have never done any of this. They have governed for everybody in America, whether they were Republicans or Democrats. Now, I'm going to suggest something to all of you idiots out there who haven't got a clue what's going on yet. There is only one way out of this, and it's to vote Democrat. Whether you think the party is perfect or not isn't the issue. You're never going to find a perfect party. Wherever there are human beings involved in anything, there's never perfection. Never. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But let me tell you something. This big, beautiful budget here is not the way this country should be run. With a dictator in office who is enriching the lives of people who don't need their lives enriched, while he's screwing over the average American, including children and veterans. This is not why we elect the president. We elect the president to make everybody's life easier, not to marginalize the bottom half of the country for the benefit of the wealthy. If you haven't figured that out yet, I'm not sure that you can be helped, okay? But I will tell you this. I happen to know a lot of people who are Trump supporters who come in my store. Those people, as my grandmother would say, haven't got a pot to piss in. MAGA is on Medicaid, and MAGA is on food stamps. Don't kid yourselves. You're not going to be saved because you voted for Donald Trump. If you're smart, you're not going to vote for the Republican Party at the midterm level. If you want this bleeding to stop, there's only one way to stop it. The Republicans have to be voted out, and they have to be voted out in large numbers in both the House and the Senate. I will talk to you all later.